Hey, welcome back. Good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Um, I still haven't figured out how to where to get a microphone that's cheap that can be more, further away from my face and still hear me. So until that happens, I'm going to continue to do my CB radio version of the show, Breaker Breaker. So, first of all, I apologize. I'm very stuffy. I'm super stuffy today, and I just can't stop. I've been blowing my nose for half an hour, so I'm sure you're thrilled to hear that. But you'll hear me sniffling, and I apologize. Today's subject is dreams again, as usual or as often. This is so funny. I just can't get over the dreams lately. So mostly lately I've been having cosmic dreams as usual and writing about them for my next book, and I'm very excited about the content I have. It's quite out there, and I have now like a working theory of kind of what's going on with all of the dreaming that I will eventually share, but I'm not ready to get into just yet. And there's one other big dream that I need to come back here and tell you about in a separate video, and I will try to do that very soon because I'm writing about it at the same time, meaning now. Anyway, okay, but let me set this up. I have had 4 nights in a row of dreams featuring ex-girlfriends, and I know how bad that sounds. Now this is over a span of 30 years, so try not to judge me before you hear this story. And none of it is explicit, by the way. Not at all. None of the dreams are explicit, and none of what I'm about to share is explicit. And nobody's going to get thrown under the bus because that's not what I do. But it is hilarious and strange to have dreams of ex-girlfriends for 4 nights in a row, 4 different women, from like all different times in my life, going back to college to more recently. So it's almost like a life review of a kind, except I'm still here, thankfully, and I hope to be for quite some time. The way it got started was, well, I think I might be sliding into lucid dreaming, which is something I've never really understood, but apparently it's when you can control the content of your dreams. And I can't say this for sure yet, but that might be where I'm heading. There's definitely something going on, like all together with my level of connectivity. And I think this is in the collective. I think a lot of people are feeling more connected right now. And I would love your feedback on this truly in the comments to see if you're experiencing what I'm experiencing. Because my friend Marla, who's a very, very good astrologer, and if you're looking for an astrology reading, I would recommend her, and I can give you the info or put it below. She feels like things are leveling up. That's for a lot of people, especially light workers, people who are spiritual or spiritualists. So anyway, 4 nights ago, when I had the first dream, when I went to bed, I had been having so many cosmic dreams where I was like deep in space and like basically watching the universe get created and crazy stuff like that, that I said, I just kind of, I didn't even particularly address spirit, though maybe I did. I was lying in bed. I was like, I could really use a non deep space metaphysical cosmic dream tonight. Like, can we switch it up? And sure enough, I dreamt about an ex-girlfriend. And I just detailed this in my last video, actually, at the end of the last video. And the ex that I dreamt about, when I dreamt about her, I sent her a text the next day and said, "Hey, I had a dream about you and I just wanted to check in." And she wrote me back that she had just been thinking of me the week before. So, as thoughts are energy, they hit their target through the quantum field, or the quantum universe in which we exist. She thinks of me, the thought goes instantly, hits me in the head or the third eye or wherever the hell it hits me, and then a dream is triggered psychically. Essentially, that's how I perceive it. And so that was interesting to have that exchange with her, because she doesn't particularly believe in that, but maybe she'll be more inclined after my dream or maybe not. So I had that dream, and okay, fine. And then the next night, I had it was just a flash from a dream, but of a different ex girlfriend from several years after the one I just mentioned. But she only appeared very briefly, and there wasn't really any other content. It was just more that she was there. And I just happened to text her a day or two after that just to check in because I wanted to see how her dogs are doing, actually. She has these two lovely dogs. And she's since moved on to another relationship, which seems to be going really well. And I'm really happy for her. I feel like she found the better match than me, even though that's a funny thing to admit. She seems happy, and I'm happy for her. So that was 2 nights in a row. So, okay, well, all right, 2 nights in a row. And then the third night, yet another girlfriend, but this time back to college. So like a big time jump, all the way back to when I was 21 years old. Whew. And again, there weren't really any specifics in the dream. It's just that she was there and it was about her. There are little bits that I can remember, but not very well. And when she split with me, that was a really tough one for me because I really loved her. And I think she loved me too, but I kind of thought I really kind of thought we would be together. And I didn't take it well it took me a really long time to get over her. I thought of her all the time. And I don't think she thought of me all the time. And she moved on, and she moved out of the area and has her own life now elsewhere. And there's no hard feelings anymore, because we got to get over these things. It wasn't meant to be, but at the time I thought it was. So that was 3 in a row. I didn't reach out to her, by the way, just for no particular reason. And then last night, yet again, another dream about an ex-girlfriend. But this is the strangest part. Well, not the strangest part, but a strange part. I can't remember. I can't tell which one it was. So the theme is still running. It's been running for 4 nights. And yet this time I couldn't recall who it was when I woke up, but I just knew that it was another ex. So I don't know exactly what that means yet, but I might find out, because sometimes in my dreams, I don't find out why I'm dreaming about something until like almost later when something else happens or another dream happens that gives it context, if you understand what I mean. So basically, I'm having similar dreams for 4 nights in a row, and now night 5 is tonight. Now who knows? So I was joking with my mom today. I saw her and my brother. I'm sorry, I have to itch my nose because my allergies are driving me nuts. So give me 1 second. Yep, that's part of the free comedy that comes with watching my channel. Pardon me. So I was telling my mom about the dreams today, and I said, maybe this is what like lucid dreaming is like. Like I asked for a change in my dreams, and then I got it. Now, I wasn't specific. I didn't ask for ex-girlfriend dreams, but that's what I got. And I kind of was joking like, well, the machine is like stuck. Like the switch is stuck now. The dream machine is stuck. Like, so maybe I have to give the dream machine new instructions before I'll have any other kind of dreams. Like, for instance, let's say if I go to bed tonight and I don't say anything, does that mean I'll get a 5th night in a row featuring ex-girlfriends? Is that even possible? It might be. And conversely, if having recognized now that there seems to be a pattern from the last 4 nights, what happens if I go to bed tonight and say, I want to dream about such and such, or I don't want to dream about such and such? Would that happen too? I haven't decided what to do yet, but it's kind of fun. Now, it could be that I'll just go to bed tonight. I might even forget to say anything, and then we'll see what happens. I might try to direct it. I haven't decided yet, but it's kind of fun either way. I do wonder, though, is this like kind of where my dreams are headed? Am I heading towards some degree of, let's say, control or influence of the content? Because I do know people who practice lucid dreaming. I detail in the next book, a friend of mine named Chrissy. I go into a couple chapters about her life and how she helps with missing persons cases using lucid dreaming. She belongs to an organization called Find Me, which I may have mentioned this before in a previous video. Find Me, and I can't remember if online it's findme.org, or you can look it up. But they're a national organization that was started by an I believe, FBI agent who employs a network of psychics to help with missing persons cases. They send out information to all the psychics on their list, and then the psychics individually try to intuit details about a missing persons case to help find missing people. And it has worked. And Chrissy has worked on many cases now. And she prefers to do it through dreams. So she'll use the info that's given to her about a missing person in an email, and she'll sort of focus on it, meditate on it, and then she'll ask to dream about it. And then when she wakes up, she has details. And then she sends them back to Find Me, which is like by email. And then all the psychics who are participating voluntarily, they don't get paid, they also send back their feedback. And then the organization looks for correlation of data. They look for commonalities in what the psychics are sending back to them via their abilities, which is an amazing and awesome use of such an ability. Now, I'm not at that level, but I kind of wonder if, like I said, if that's where I'm heading, towards something that's closer to lucid dreaming, where I can direct the dreams to try to get information from the dreams, because it's become apparent, especially in the last year or two, that like dreams are my thing. And a psychic even said this to me almost 10 years ago, dreams are your thing. But I didn't really know what she meant at the time. I had lots of odd dreams, and many of which I've shared on videos, but I didn't have any conception that it could go in a direction like it's going. And especially this past year of dreams, all related to, you name it, everything that's going on in the world and the country, and politically and socially and historically, and related to prophecies, and related to time. I can't wait to get this all into the book. It will be the last quarter of the book in which all these things are detailed. And it's too much to tell in a video. That's why it's in a book form. But I'm very excited about it, and I'll finish as soon as I can. It's going to be a while. I've almost completed the first draft of the book now. I have one more chapter to work on, and then I'm going to get busy with work, as I've mentioned many times, and probably have to take a break and resume in late spring or summer, and then hopefully really plow on it and maybe get it out by the end of the year. That's my hope, or early next year. So that's all of it. But regardless of all of that, I'm very intrigued and excited kind of where my dream life is going. Although now I wonder if, having talked about it extensively, have I jinxed it? So we're going to find out. I don't think that a person who has psychic dreams of any kind should do anything in particular with it necessarily. Like, I don't think I should assign myself homework every night for sleep. I think I should do it if I feel like it, and if I'm able to actually direct it, as I'm hoping that I might be able to, give more direction to the dreams. But that's not conclusive yet. It's just being hinted at with these 4 ex-girlfriend dreams. So I would love to hear what anybody has to say about this, anybody thinks about this, and whether you have had similar experiences. So please take advantage of the comments section if you would like to, and I would be glad to interact with you, as I like to do so much. I've also decided, based on some other things that are going on kind of in the background of my life, and the astrological natal birth chart reading that I got from my friend Marla, that I'm gonna act a little differently with regards to my channel and the music and the art that I create. As many of you know, I'm also a musician. I have 10 CDs of music that I've written over the last 30 years. And I have the 1 book and a 2nd book in progress. And I have been a terrible self-promoter, because I fear that kind of self-promotion leads to narcissism and is an ugly aspect of ego. But I think that I have been mistaken, and the reading and my interactions with my friend are encouraging me to place more value on my point of view, not to value it above anybody else's point of view, but to consider it as valid and as potentially interesting and deserving of an audience as anyone else's point of view. And so that said, I have never once before asked anybody to like a video before of mine, because I was suspicious of how that sounded and would come off. I've never once before asked anyone to share one of my videos before, because that too felt egotistical to me. And I've never asked anyone, what is it, like, share, comment. That's what everybody says on YouTube. Please like, share, comment if you liked what you saw or if you found what you saw interesting. So now, for the first time, I am asking, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it interesting, please like, share, or comment on the video. And then perhaps my audience will grow and we can have more fun. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're well. Everybody hang in there. I feel very strongly that the energy, the light energy right now is really high. We are continuing to experience massive disruption, but from the chaos comes the opportunity from the chaos comes the destruction, which is the tearing down of the old world, which wasn't working anyway and had to go. And now we have this amazing opportunity to make a better world on top of the old one that wasn't working. And I also wonder if people are feeling that, because I'm feeling that very strongly, like in my heart and all of me, in my soul. And I believe it with great sincerity. And I think it may be a little slower than we would like, but I think it's going to be an amazing near future. And for the next decades ahead, I think we're going to see some amazing things on Earth. Really, beautiful, a beautiful future. Okay, so hang in there if you're struggling, and know that all will be well. Because, as Spirit always says, all is already all. All is always well, or all. I biffed it. All is already well, or whatever the saying is. Oh, damn it! You know what I mean. Everything's always already well, or everything's well already, even when it's not well. Oh, God. I just took a nap, too. Okay, I'm done. I can't articulate anything anymore, so I'm going to stop. Be well. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay? Bye. Take care.